For the past 3 years, I've paid the mortgage, utilities, gas, and HOA fees all by myself. I even paid your brother's car loan. Your paycheck isn't even enough for your own expenses, yet you still send money to your mom from time to time. Now you're demanding 500,000 yuan. What am I, an ATM? Sugeng, are you really determined to embarrass the whole family today? Let me make this perfectly clear. You're paying that 500,000 yuan down payment. If you won't help us, then we're getting divorced. We're done. I froze. I thought he'd mediate. I thought he'd stand up for me. I never imagined he'd take their side against me. Exactly, Suching. Even my brother said so. If you don't hand over the money now, you clearly don't want our family to be happy. Their words weighed on my heart like stones. I made 30,000 yuan a month. I gave my husband 15,000 for expenses, paid the mortgage and his brother's 4,000 yuan car loan, and had only 500 left for myself. I looked at the 4 hateful faces in front of me. This time I didn't beg or argue. I calmly stood up, put on my coat, and grabbed my purse. Fine, I'll remember what you said. I turned around, opened the living room door, and walked out without looking back. Behind me, Zhang Guilin cursed as Chen Hao smashed his wine glass. Neon lights flashed outside the car window. I sat behind the wheel without starting the car, pulled out my phone, and opened my banking app. I entered my password. After loading for a few seconds, it showed the joint account balance, just 250 yuan. I checked the transactions. At 2:30 that afternoon, 500,000 yuan had been transferred to someone named Chen Yu. Well played, Chen Hao. You threatened me with divorce after transferring the money behind my back. Without hesitation, I called the bank's customer service line. Representative! Hello, thank you for calling. How may I help you? I'm Su Qing, the card holder of the card ending in 4589. Report every additional card linked to my primary account lost and freeze them immediately. Freeze them now! After hanging up, I tossed my phone onto the passenger seat, started the car, and drove away from the restaurant. When I got home, the living room was dark. I went straight to the bedroom and turned on the closet light. I pulled a huge black suitcase off the top shelf, unzipped it, and laid it open on the floor. I yanked Chen Hao's expensive suits and shirts from his closet, hangers and all, and threw them into the suitcase. Then came his watches, ties, underwear, and several pairs of dress shoes. In under 10 minutes, the suitcase was stuffed full. I pressed down hard and zipped it shut. I dragged the heavy suitcase outside and pushed it beside the elevator. Then I went back inside and closed the door. Hello, is this Mr. Wang? Please bring your most secure lock cylinder and change my lock immediately. Yes, I'll pay double for the rush job. You need to be here within 10 minutes. After calling the locksmith, I went to the study and opened my laptop. I logged into online banking to download 3 years of statements while putting on my Bluetooth headset and dialing a number. Miss Su, what happened? Why are you calling so late? Attorney Lin, I want to file for divorce. You finally made up your mind? I tried talking you into it before, but you always thought the marriage could still work. What line did he cross today? Chen Hao demanded 500,000 yuan for his brother's down payment. When I refused, he threatened me with divorce. And that wasn't all. I just checked the account. Chen Hao already transferred the full 500,000 yuan to Chen Yu. He transferred a large amount of marital property without your consent. Su Qing, do you have the transaction record? I've already downloaded it. Also, I paid for this home in full before we married. It's solely in my name. Excellent. Since he deliberately transferred marital assets, we can ask the court to give him little or nothing and recover the 500,000 yuan. Chen Yu probably already paid the deposit on his home. The money is in his account. Bring me every document tomorrow morning. I'll immediately ask the court to freeze Chen Yu's bank accounts. If he used the money for the down payment, we can even stop the new home's registration process. Good! I want Chen Hao to walk away with nothing and Chen Yu's new home to disappear. See you tomorrow, Attorney Lin. The locksmith soon arrived with his toolbox and replaced the lock. After he left, I poured myself a glass of water and slowly drank it on the couch. My phone suddenly lit up and started vibrating non-stop on the coffee table. The caller ID said Chen Hao. I answered without expression and put him on speaker. Suking, what the hell is this? What gave you the right to change the lock? Why is my luggage in the hallway? Open the door! My parents bought this home for me. Now that I'm divorcing you, you obviously have no claim to it. I packed your things for you. Take them and go live in your brother's new home. Are you insane? You're divorcing me over 500,000 yuan? You think this is just about 500,000 yuan? Chen Hao, quit playing dumb! When you transferred 500,000 yuan from our joint account to Chen Yu at 2:30, did you really think I wouldn't notice? It was our joint savings. What's wrong with using 500,000 yuan for my brother's down payment? You refused to pay as his sister-in-law, so I had to handle it myself. Chen Hao, I earned 400,000 of that money through commissions. Transferring it without my permission is legally considered the malicious transfer of marital assets. Don't try to scare me with legal jargon. The money's already in Chen Yu's account and he paid the deposit. What can you possibly do? Now unfreeze my credit card and the additional cards. You can forget about getting those cards unfrozen. You've gotten so used to spending my money that you think you're entitled to it. You'll walk away with nothing, and Chen Yu will return every penny he took. Don't you dare, Sujing. You're vicious. We're family. Family? When you were plotting to take my savings, did any of you treat me like family? Don't call me again. If you need anything, speak to my attorney. The next morning, 3 familiar figures surrounded me in the lobby. Chen Hao, my mother-in-law Zhang Gilan, and Chen Yu. Chen Hao had dark circles under his eyes. He clearly hadn't slept. Zhang Guilan glared at me furiously. Suging, how can you be so heartless? Hao stood outside your door for half the night and you wouldn't even let him in. Suging, we're married. Do you really have to make such an ugly scene? Do you even consider yourself part of our family? The moment you threatened me with divorce and secretly transferred our savings, you stopped treating me like family. Wasn't it ugly when your whole family plotted to take my money? Several older neighbors out for morning walks and groceries stopped to watch and whisper. Put your phone down. We'll discuss this at home. Stop embarrassing us in public. Home? You forced me to change the locks on my home yesterday. I'm going to work. I don't have time for this. Chen Hao, I'm telling you one last time, I am divorcing you. I'll recover every last cent of that 500,000 yuan through the courts. Come on, Suqing, it's only 500,000 yuan. Is this really necessary? Buying a home and getting married will continue our family line. Why cause trouble at such a critical moment? Chen Yu, you're 27, not 7. I've paid your car loan for 3 years. Now you want a 2 million yuan home and expect me to cover the down payment. When will you stop being a man-child? My mom couldn't sleep because of you. Unfreeze the cards, come home and apologize to her. Then we'll forget this happened. Apologize? You're the ones who owe me an apology. Chen Hao, starting this month, you'll pay your own expenses. The collection calls will go directly to your phone. Don't harass me here again or I really will call the police. Oh, what did our family do to deserve this? How did we end up with such a heartless daughter-in-law? She's ruining her brother-in-law's marriage and trying to destroy our whole family. Several older neighbors stopped and stared curiously. Embarrassed, Chen Hao tried to grab my phone. I dodged him and fixed him with a sharp glare. Chen Hao, try that one more time. There are cameras everywhere. Do you want to spend a few days in jail? What do you want? Simple. First, my attorney has officially filed for divorce. Second, Chen Yu, I canceled the automatic payment for your car loan. Pay it yourself, and if it ruins your credit, that's your problem. Third, stop ambushing me here. This home is my personal property. Harass me again and I'll have you arrested. Suding gave them no chance to respond. She put away her phone, walked straight past them, and headed toward her car. Behind her came Zhang Galan's louder curses and Chen Yu's furious stomping. I slid a thick folder across the table to the male attorney. This is Attorney Lin, an expert in marital property disputes. Mrs. Su, I'm impressed by how quickly you acted. You called me at midnight and had 3 years of bank statements and your property records organized by this morning. You can't hesitate for even a minute when dealing with greedy people. Attorney Lin, is this evidence enough? This document is the key. Chen Hao transferred a large amount of marital property to Chen Yu without your consent. That is a textbook case of deliberately transferring marital assets. Can we ask the court to give him less property or none at all? Absolutely. And because Chen Yu intended to use the money for a down payment, we can immediately request a court-ordered asset freeze. Will that get the money back immediately? Not that quickly. If he already paid the developer, we can ask the court to freeze the home's registration. Either way, he won't be buying that home without a fight. Good, that's exactly what I want. They think taking the money settled everything. I'll make them return every penny. You've also covered every household expense for 3 years. I suggest asking the court to obtain statements for all of Chen Hao's bank accounts. You think he's hiding more money? Experience tells me he might be. A man who habitually exploits his wife usually keeps an escape fund or secretly supports his own family. Fine, let's do exactly what you said. I'll sign the representation agreement now and pay your highest rate. I want one thing. He leaves with nothing and I recover the 500,000 yuan. I sat at my computer typing quickly as I handled my emails. My phone lit up with an unlisted landline number. Hello, Ching Ching? It's Dad. What is it, Dad? Chen Hao told me what happened downstairs. Your mom has a temper and says hurtful things. Don't hold it against her. Her blood pressure shot up after she came home. Now she can't get out of bed. If you're calling to tell me she's sick, you called the wrong person. Call an ambulance and take her to a hospital. I'm not a doctor. Ching Ching, we're family. Chen Hao was wrong to take the money, but he did it for his brother. For my sake, unfreeze the cards. The sales office wants the balance, and if Chen Yu can't pay, his marriage is over. It's not that I'm heartless. Your family has never appreciated what I've done. Why should my hard-earned money pay for Chen Yu's home? You feel bad that he can't pay, but did you ever feel bad when I worked past midnight every day? Then what do you want us to do? Take this to court? Divorce won't exactly help a woman's reputation. My reputation isn't worth anything to me. That 500,000 yuan is. Tell Chen Hao and Chen Yu that my attorney has full authority. Court papers will arrive soon, and unless I agree, Chen Yu will never buy that home. Before my father-in-law Chen Jiangguo could respond, I hung up, leaned back in my chair, and let out a long breath. 3 days later, Chen Yu was at work, bragging to his co-workers over coffee about the luxury condo he was buying in the South District. His phone suddenly rang. It was an unknown number. Hello, who is this? Is this Mr. Chen Yu? Your 4,000 yuan car payment for the loan ending in 6789 is 3 days overdue. When will you make the payment? Overdue? That's impossible. It's always paid automatically. There must be something wrong with your system. Mr. Chen, the linked account that previously made your payments has been disconnected. Please fund your payment account immediately, or your credit will be affected. It was the weekend, and I was sitting on the couch in my pajamas reading. When Chen Yu called, I leisurely answered, put him on speaker, and set the phone on the coffee table. Su Ging, what's wrong with you? Why did you cancel my car payment? The bank called my office, and now all my coworkers are laughing at me. Your memory is as bad as ever. I told you 3 days ago that I wouldn't pay your loan anymore. It's your car. Why should your soon-to-be ex-sister-in-law pay for it? My brother promised me that car when he got married. If you don't pay for it, who will? If you don't pay what's owed immediately, I'm coming to your office and making a scene. Come make a scene. You're welcome anytime. I'll even have water waiting for you. My coworkers can hear how a man pushing 30 shamelessly demands that his sister-in-law pay his car loan and his down payment. You vicious bitch. My brother had the worst luck in the world marrying you. I agree. Marrying into your family was the worst luck of my life. But let me remind you of something. Think that 500,000 yuan means you're set? You should check your bank balance right now. What does that mean? What did you do? Nothing much. My attorney just told me that the court approved the asset freeze. The 500,000 yuan in your account and the unregistered home should both be legally frozen now. That's impossible. The money's in my account. You can't freeze it. You're lying. Ask the bank and find out for yourself. Chen Yu, you'll return every penny you swallowed. Mr. Chen, we checked again. Every account in your name is under a court-ordered freeze. That's impossible. It's my money. I just deposited it. We're only carrying out the order. It concerns a divorce property dispute, so no transactions are allowed until the court lifts the freeze. You can't move a single cent. Not a single cent? I can't touch any of it? If you have questions, call the number on the order or speak with your attorney. Chen Yu stumbled out of the bank in a daze and collapsed onto the steps. Soft music played inside the cafe. Chen Yu's fiancée, Xiaoya, sat by the window shopping for furniture on her tablet. Sweating and distraught, Chen Yu walked in and sat across from her. Honey, look, this leather couch would look amazing in our new living room. This round of the battle, Manager Wang messaged me. He asked when we're coming to pay the down payment. Let's go now. If we pay today, we can even enter the prize drawing. Xiaoya, we might not be able to make the down payment today. What do you mean? We agreed to finish this today. Don't tell me you spent the money on something else again. No, the money's still there. The bank put a limit on my card. Yeah, that's it. I can't transfer that much today. We'll buy it next week. A limit? They don't randomly limit a 500,000 yuan payment. You said your brother sent the money. What are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything. The bank system is being upgraded and something went wrong. Let's go home and come back once they fix it. Give me your phone. Why? Give it to me. I want to see the balance and account status myself. If you won't show me today, the wedding's off. Under Xiaoya's piercing stare, Chen Yu deflated. He pulled out his phone, unlocked it with trembling fingers, and opened his banking app. Xiaoya snatched the phone and studied the screen. Court-ordered freeze. Chen Yu, you called this a transaction limit? Why did a court freeze your account? Let me explain. It's a misunderstanding. My sister-in-law, no, that lunatic Su Qing, is divorcing my brother and claims the money as marital property, so she requested a freeze. What? The 500,000 yuan wasn't your brother's own savings? It belonged to your sister-in-law? My brother secretly transferred it to me. Her money is his money. He's the head of the family. What's wrong with helping me buy a home? Who knew that crazy woman would be so cruel and freeze my card? I must have been blind to fall for you. Your brother stole his wife's hard-earned money for your home, and you think you're entitled to it while calling her crazy. Don't say that. We're about to get married. We're family. My brother will handle it. If he refuses the divorce, Su Qing can't get the money. Give me time. Give you time? Will the sales office give us time? If we miss the down payment tomorrow, we lose the deposit. I told you already. Without that 2 million yuan home, I'm not marrying you. Xiaoya, we've been together for 3 years. You'd leave me over a home? We can get married and rent somewhere first. Wake up, you man-child. You can't even buy a home without bleeding your sister-in-law dry. What kind of man are you? The money's frozen, the home is gone, and so is our engagement. Never contact me again. Xiaoya walked out of the cafe in her heels without looking back. Chen Yu stood there, drenched and humiliated, as the other customers stared at him strangely. He clenched his fists so tightly that his nails nearly pierced his palms. After Chen Hao was thrown out, he had to move into his parents' cramped two-bedroom rental. His suitcases filled the living room. Zhang Guilan walked out of the kitchen carrying a plate of vegetables. Chen Hao sat smoking on the battered couch, looking depressed and irritable. Chen Zhengguo sat nearby, sighing. You, why are you acting crazy? Who upset you? Mom, it's gone. Everything's gone. Xiaoya dumped me and I can't buy the home. What happened? Weren't you paying the down payment today? Why did Xiaoya leave you? It's all your fault. Suqing froze the 500,000 yuan you gave me. Xiaoya saw I couldn't pay and dumped me on the spot. You said that money was safe. Give me back my fiancé and my home. Subing is ending our family line. How can she be so vicious? She threw Hao out and even ruined my younger son's marriage. She froze everything? How did she move so fast? She only hired an attorney yesterday. Chen Hao, look what you've done. I told you to discuss the transfer with Qing first. Now everyone has lost. Why should I discuss it? She earns so much but won't give Mom a cent. She kept everything in that account. If I hadn't transferred it, how could you get married? I did it for this family. Are you Mr. Chen Hao? These are your court summons and a copy of the divorce complaint. Please sign here. This is outrageous, absolutely outrageous! What does it say? What does she want? She wants me to leave with nothing. She wants the 500,000 yuan back and another 300,000 for the household expenses she covered over 3 years. You can't agree. Don't sign anything. If you leave with nothing, I'll never be able to afford a home. She wants me to leave with nothing. Dream on. She bought that home before marriage, but its appreciation during our marriage is marital property. I want half. Exactly. Take half the property. That place is worth at least 4 million now. The appreciation alone must be hundreds of thousands. How? Don't back down. She thinks she can dump me that easily? Not a chance. I'm going to her office today and exposing her fake persona in front of her boss and coworkers. Let's see how she survives in that industry afterward. The office was bustling. The elevator opened, and Chen Hao stormed into the office in a wrinkled jacket, waving a printed copy of the complaint. Everyone, stop what you're doing! Come see what your outstanding sales director, Suqing, is really like at home. The office fell silent. Everyone stared at Chen Hao in shock, and several nearby women backed away nervously. I had just left the director's office holding a file. I stopped when I heard him. I looked at Chen Hao calmly. We've been married 5 years, and I gave you my salary. You hid assets, locked me out, hospitalized my mom, and ruined my brother's marriage. How can a woman like you lead anyone? Chen Hao, it's a shame you never became an actor. You're incredible at twisting the truth. Twisting the truth? You sent me this complaint. You want everything for yourself and don't care whether my family survives. Everyone deserves to see how vicious you are. Ha. You claim you gave me your salary, but your 8,000 yuan barely covered your own spending. You even asked me for money for your parents. I paid every household bill for 5 years. That's because you earn more. You make 30,000 yuan a month. What's wrong with paying more? So because I earn more, I deserve to be your family's personal ATM? 3 days ago, Chen Hao secretly transferred our entire 500,000 yuan savings to his brother's home. When I froze it, he kicked my door and threatened me with divorce. You want part of my home? I paid for it before marriage and it's in my name. You took my money to support your brother and now you're causing a scene at my office. Stop making excuses. You bought it before marriage, but it appreciated by nearly 1 million yuan in 5 years. That appreciation is marital property, and I'm entitled to half. If you don't pay me, I'll come here and make a scene every day. Hello, I'd like to call the police. Someone is disrupting our workplace and attempting extortion. Yes, he's still here. Please send officers immediately. Fine, Subing, you're ruthless. This isn't over. I'm getting my share of that home. I summarized what happened that morning. Attorney Lin smiled, shook his head, and handed me an organized file. His scene caused you no real harm. If anything, it proved that he's irrational, aggressive, and unreasonable. That will severely damage his image in court. He claimed my premarital home appreciated by 1 million yuan and that he's entitled to half. Is that really the law? Nonsense. He probably read a few articles online and thinks he's an expert. Appreciation caused solely by the market remains personal property and isn't divisible. That's good. Unless we made major renovations after marriage, right? Correct. But you paid for the renovations before marriage and nothing major changed afterward. He has absolutely no claim to the appreciation. But I called you here because we found something more important. 3 years of statements from all Chen Hao's bank accounts. You said his 8,000 yuan salary never covered his spending, and you paid the bills. Do you know where his money went? These charges are from a gaming company and a live streaming platform. Exactly. Over 3 years, Chen Hao spent 120,000 yuan on an online game and virtual items. He also tipped several female streamers more than 80,000 yuan. That's 200,000 yuan. He acted broke at home while I paid every bill, then played rich in games and live streams with our marital property. We can argue that he seriously depleted your marital assets. Combined with the 500,000 yuan transfer, we can make him leave with nothing and repay what he wasted. Attorney Lin, all the evidence is here. Get us into court as quickly as possible. I don't want one more minute of legal ties to that family. The atmosphere in the rental was suffocating. Dinner had gone cold, and no one touched it. Chen Hao rubbed his face on the couch. Chen Yu stood nearby, clutching his car keys, his eyes red, while Chen Jiangguo sighed. Did you get the money from Su Qing's office today or not? Xiaoya blocked me. The sales office called 3 times. If I don't pay tomorrow, I'll lose the deposit and face penalties. Where am I supposed to get it? I caused a scene at her office and she called the police in front of everyone. She's determined to take me to court. You promised me 500,000 yuan, and now you say there's nothing you can do? I lost my fiancé and my home because of you. You owe me. This is no time for you brothers to turn on each other. You, calm down. How? You started this, so you need to find a solution. What solution? I've already been served and she won't even give me a share of the home's appreciation. How? Sell your car. It costs nearly 200,000 yuan, so you should get at least 80,000 or 100,000. Give it to you and secure the home first. Mom, you want me to sell my car? I need it for work every day. How am I supposed to live without it? Mom's right. You're getting divorced and will be living alone. What do you need a car for? Sell it now and buy another one later. Have any of you thought about me? Su Qing threw me out, and I'm about to be penniless. Instead of helping, you want me to sell my car to cover Chen Yu's mess. How can you say that? You is your brother, and our family line depends on him marrying and having children. You're the older brother. Make the sacrifice. I've sacrificed enough. I secretly gave him my wife's 500,000 yuan, and now she's divorcing me and taking everything. I've lost it all, but you still want my last drop of blood. Su Qing paid the loan on your car too. Why don't you sell your own car for the down payment? Why should I? I need it to drive Xiaoya around and keep up appearances. You're about to be single. Who are you trying to impress? Ha ha ha. Fine, so this is my family. Su Qing was right. You're all vampires. Keep fighting. I'm not selling my car. It's the last thing I have. Standing in the cold hallway, he realized that he'd lost Su Qing, his cash cow, and that the family he defended only saw him as something to drain dry. Under a dim streetlight, Chen Hao's car sat alone by the road. Only the dashboard faintly illuminated the interior. Chen Hao curled up in the driver's seat under a wrinkled coat. Empty bread bags and water bottles littered the passenger seat. His phone suddenly lit up, glaring in the darkness. Hello, Mom. Hao, where are you? Your brother is frantic. The sales office said if they don't get the balance by 10 tomorrow, they'll keep the deposit and demand a 500,000 yuan penalty. Mom, is that all you called about? Did you even ask where I'm sleeping tonight? You're a grown man. You can sleep anywhere for one night. This affects our family's reputation. Call Su Qing, beg or kneel, but get that money. She blocked me. Mom, stop pushing me. I don't have any money. Chen Hao hung up, threw the phone into the back seat, and gripped the wheel with his forehead pressed against it, his shoulders shaking. As I left the building, a disheveled man rushed over and dropped to his knees. It was Chen Hao, looking 10 years older. Qing, I was wrong. I shouldn't have caused a scene or transferred the money. Please unfreeze the account. Yu's situation is desperate. Desperate? Are his arms or legs broken? He's an adult. He signed that contract without considering the consequences, and now I'm supposed to pay? I was confused, and Mom pressured me. Forgive me this once and I'll do whatever you say. Let's stay married. I'll give you my entire paycheck. Your entire paycheck? That 8,000 yuan you spend on games and tipping your little live stream princesses? What are you talking about? I don't understand. You don't? Here's 120,000 yuan in gaming charges and over 80,000 tipped to a streamer named Baby Moon. That's 200,000 yuan. How generous. Qing, let me explain. I was stressed. It was just entertainment. Stressed? I worked 14-hour days and saved every penny for our family while you played the big spender online. So that's where your salary went. It was my salary. What's wrong with spending some of it? I never cheated on you. You transferred 500,000 yuan and wasted another 200,000 in marital assets. I submitted the evidence. You'll get none of my home's appreciation and you'll repay that money. Chen Yu anxiously circled a used car dealer, gesturing non-stop. It's fully loaded and cost over 100,000 yuan new. I need money fast, so give me 100,000. Mr. Chen, it's been in an accident. The front bumper was repainted and the mileage is high. The market is bad. We can offer 60,000 at most. 60,000? What good is that? You're taking advantage of me. Take it or leave it. Ask around. No one else in town will pay cash for it immediately. Chen Yu kicked the tire hard. His phone kept ringing with calls from Zhang Guilan. As he stared at the screen, a crazed look entered his eyes. The next day, urgent knocking came from outside. My mother opened the door and found Zhang Guilan there. She carried a bag of discounted fruit and wore an ingratiating smile. "What brings you here today?" I had nowhere else to turn. Qingqing has become so heartless. She's trying to destroy Chen Hao. Qingqing told us about the divorce. You knew Hao transferred that 500,000 yuan, didn't you? It was for Yu's marriage. We're family, so why separate what's yours and ours? If the money stays frozen, his life is ruined. Tell Qingqing to help us through this. Help with what? Hasn't Su Qing suffered enough in your family? You all plotted against my daughter and now you have the nerve to ask us for money. If that's how your family wants to act, I'll cause a scene outside your door. Every neighbor will see how you stood by and let our family suffer. If you want to put on a show, I'll call the media and let the whole city watch. You ungrateful daughter-in-law, how dare you come back? First, I filed for divorce, so we're no longer family. Second, the court is freezing the 500,000 yuan Chen Yu took. Third, I'm also suing over the 200,000 Chen Hao wasted. What 200,000 yuan? Ask your wonderful son. He'd rather give money to female streamers than buy you a bottle of blood pressure medicine. Your family disgusts me. Get out of my home now or I'll report you for trespassing. Chen Hao was napping on the battered couch with his jacket over his head. Zhang Guilan stormed inside without changing her shoes and ripped the jacket away. Get up. You claimed Su Qing controlled your money, but you were spending it all on women online, you heartless bastard. Mom, what's wrong with you now? I haven't slept properly in days. Can't you leave me alone? Leave you alone? I humiliated myself begging Su Qing, and she exposed everything you did. 200,000 yuan on female streamers in that stupid game. Mom, don't believe her. She wants me to leave with nothing, so she'll invent any lie. Those records are fake. Fake? She has the detailed statements. You gave Baby Moon thousands every month while your own mother scraped by and couldn't afford decent medicine. Have you no conscience? Mom, what are you talking about? What 200,000 yuan? Your ungrateful brother had money all along. He spent over 200,000 yuan on games and streams. If he'd given it to you, your down payment would have been covered. 200,000? Chen Hao, you had 200,000 yuan? Let go of me. I earned that money. I work hard every day. What's wrong with spending some to relieve stress? Relieve stress? You played rich online while your brother begged for a down payment. You knew I was getting married, yet you'd rather tip streamers than lend me anything. Do I owe you something? I used Su Qing's money to pay your car loan and risked my marriage to give you 500,000 yuan. Now I'm homeless. What else do you want from me? You deserve it. You couldn't control your wife, but you acted rich online. Xiaoya left me because of you. If you don't fix this, I'll never let it go. Chen Zhangguo came out, stared at his two hostile sons, sighed heavily, and silently crouched in the corner. The once seemingly united family had completely fallen apart over money. Chen Yu sat sweating on a leather couch in the bright reception room. Manager Wang sat across from him, smiling professionally but looking cold. Mr. Chen, the contract required you to pay the remaining down payment and complete registration by 10 this morning. You missed the deadline. Manager Wang, please make an exception. I promise I'll have the money next week. Just give me 3 more days. That isn't my decision. The system automatically canceled your reservation when you missed the deadline. The condo has been relisted for public sale. Canceled? What about my deposit? I paid 100,000 yuan. Under Section 3 of the agreement you signed, failure to pay on time is a unilateral breach, and the developer may retain the entire deposit as damages. Keep it! I worked hard to save that 100,000 yuan. This is outrageous! Give it back, I'm not buying the home! You read and signed a legally binding contract. If you dispute the terms, use the proper legal channels. Shouting here won't solve anything. Chen Yu collapsed onto the couch, buried his face in his hands, and began crying uncontrollably. That 100,000 yuan was everything he'd saved in 3 years. Now his home, his fiancée, and his final bit of savings were all gone. You've worked hard. We now have a solid chain of evidence. His serious misconduct and deliberate transfer of assets make our chances of winning virtually 100%. That's thanks to your expertise. Since I stopped seeing that family, I've even been sleeping better. I heard Zhang Guilan caused trouble at your parents' home today. Are they all right? She only bullies people she thinks are weak. The moment I showed her Chen Hao's 200,000 yuan statement, she panicked. That family cares about money above everything. Now they know Chen Hao spent their so-called shared funds on entertainment, they'll turn on each other. I expected that. A family held together by exploiting others will implode once the outside money disappears. Chen Yu's payment deadline is today, right? Yes, with the 500,000 yuan frozen, he couldn't pay. The developer won't wait, so his 100,000 yuan deposit is gone for good. He lost his home, his fiancée, and his deposit. He'll blame Chen Hao, who now has to fight our lawsuit while dealing with his difficult parents and brother. He chose this. When he played the hero and treated me like a fool, he should have known this day would come. I only care about getting every cent back. Night fell. The rental remained dark, faintly lit by the streetlight outside. Chen Hao sat in the darkness with several empty beer cans at his feet. The door was kicked open, and Chen Yu stumbled inside, radiating despair. You're finally back! What did the sales office say? Will they give you more time? Ha ha ha! More time? They relisted the home and kept my entire 100,000 yuan deposit. It's gone. They kept all of it? That was the marriage fund you spent 3 years saving. My home and my money are gone. Are you happy now? There was nothing I could do. Who knew Su Qing would be so ruthless? Ruthless. If you hadn't stolen her money or wasted your own tipping streamers, would I be in this mess? You ruined me and you owe me. How can I repay you? I'm about to lose my job. Your car. Give me the keys. It's worth at least 80,000 or 100,000 yuan. Give it to me to cover my deposit. No, that car is the last asset I have. What gives you the right to take it? What gives me the right? You owe me. You won't give it to me? Fine. You, what are you doing? Don't do anything stupid. If you don't hand over the keys, I'll smash this place every night. If I can't live in peace, neither can you. You two are completely unreasonable. Enough, both of you shut up. Chen Hao, pack tonight. Sell the car tomorrow, give your brother 100,000 yuan, and use the rest for rent. From now on, you brothers are on your own. We no longer have an older son. Dead, you're throwing me out? You're disowning me over his 100,000 yuan? Chen Jiangguo's pointing hand trembled. Chen Hao stared at his parents and brother as his shock slowly turned into complete indifference. Dad, you want me to sell my car, give Chen Yu the money, and then leave. Is that right? You caused this. You can't lose that 100,000 yuan. You're his older brother, so you must take responsibility. Your father's right. You caused it, so you fix it. Give you the keys. He'll sell the car tomorrow, and this will be over. Over? I give you my last asset and sleep on the street while the three of you live happily together? That makes it over? Stop talking and hand over the keys. If you refuse, I'll throw all your suitcases downstairs tonight. Without speaking, Chen Hao walked to his suitcases, opened one, and stuffed several clothes and toiletries into a backpack. What are you doing? Why are you packing? I told you to get the keys. Let go of me. Where are you going? I'm packing my things and getting out. You wanted to disown me, so you got your wish. Whether I live or die is no longer your concern. Chen Yu can pay his own debts. You're not leaving without the car. The car is in my name. Touch the keys and I'll report you for robbery. You lost the deposit by breaching the contract. Stop me again and I'll collect everything you owe me. Chen Hao shoved past Chen Yu, opened the door, and left without looking back. Heavy footsteps echoed down the stairs. The sun blazed overhead. A used car dealer inspected the engine with a flashlight while Chen Hao repeatedly wiped the sweat from his forehead. Mr. Chen, this car is in average condition. The right front fender was replaced, and the maintenance records are incomplete. Paying cash on short notice is risky for us. I took good care of it and only drove it to work. I wouldn't sell if I didn't urgently need money. Give me a fair price and I'll take an immediate transfer. 80,000 final offer. Agree and we'll transfer the title and money right now. 80,000? It costs nearly 300,000 yuan new and it's only 3 years old. That's robbery. Give me at least 100,000. Then try another dealer. Fine, 80,000. Let's do the paperwork now? The dealer turned around with a satisfied smile. Chen Hao was broke. His accounts were frozen, and his credit cards were nearly maxed out. He needed rent money and a cheap attorney for Su Qing's lawsuit. The conference room was air-conditioned. Su Qing sat at the long table reviewing project documents. Attorney Lin entered holding a freshly printed document. Su Qing, there's a new development. I checked Chen Hao's assets. This morning, he transferred ownership of his car to a used car dealer. He sold it? For how much? The record shows 80,000 yuan deposited into a newly opened account. He moved quickly. He bought that car after we married. Even though he used his salary account, it's still marital property, right? He knowingly sold marital property during a divorce without your consent. That's new evidence of concealed assets. We can recover the entire 80,000 yuan or reduce his share elsewhere. He must be desperate. That family only takes. Since they won't give him money, he has to sell his belongings to survive. He responded and hired a junior attorney from a small firm. He says he'll arrive on time. But don't worry, this pre-trial mediation is just a formality. If he refuses to leave with nothing, we'll go straight to court. Ms. Su, my client Chen Hao agrees to the divorce but seeks half of all marital assets, including the natural appreciation of the property in your name. Chen Hao, you really don't know when to give up. What makes you think you deserve half? Ms. Su, the law considers property acquired during marriage jointly owned and intended for family use. These statements show Chen Hao spent 200,000 yuan over 3 years on games and virtual items. Which part of that supported the family? That was my own salary. I only spent a little each month. Most of the time, I didn't waste money. You earned 8,000 yuan a month. Calculate how much of your 3-year income that 200,000 represents. I paid the utilities, HOA fees, and even your brother's car loan. You played rich in a virtual world, then came here demanding a share of my home's appreciation. In addition to wasting 200,000 yuan, Mr. Chen transferred 500,000 yuan from the joint account to Chen Yu shortly before the divorce filing. And this morning, he privately sold a marital vehicle for 80,000 yuan and moved the money into a new account. Mr. Chen, you didn't tell me any of this. This evidence is extremely damaging. A judge could leave you with nothing and order you to reimburse her losses. No, I only want what belongs to me. Sugeng, you can't be this cruel. You earn so much. You don't need a few 100,000 yuan. Not needing money doesn't mean I'll hand it to a bastard like you. My only condition is that you leave with nothing and cooperate with the court in returning the 500,000 yuan to my account. Refuse to sign and we'll meet in court. I'll demand repayment of the 200,000 yuan you wasted and the 80,000 from the car. As your attorney, I recommend accepting her terms. If this goes to trial, you'll face high legal costs and may end up owing hundreds of thousands. I won't sign. I'll never sign. Chen Hao walked out of the office building in a daze. Night had already fallen. He reached the street and was about to call a cab to his newly rented basement room. Someone suddenly rushed from the landscaping and grabbed his arm. I finally found you! Why are you here? I don't have any money for you! No money? The used car market told me you sold your car for 80,000 yuan. Your own brother lost his fiancée over 100,000 while you're out enjoying yourself. That's my car money. I need rent and an attorney and Suqing wants hundreds of thousands from me. Stop pushing me. Subing is your problem. You owe me my deposit. Give me the card or I'll report you for fraud right now. Chen Yu, are you really trying to kill me? That 80,000 yuan is all I have for rent, food, and court. Take it and I'll be sleeping under a bridge tonight. Why should I care where you sleep? I lost my 100,000 yuan deposit and my fiancé because of you. That 80,000 is compensation. Give me the card. Chen Yu stepped forward and started searching Chen Hao's pockets. Chen Hao didn't resist. He simply let his brother search him. Chen Yu pulled a bank card from his shirt pocket, his face lighting up with joy. What's the pin? Your birthday. It's Mom's birthday. There's 80,000 yuan in there. That's the last money I have. Good, at least you know what's best for you. Don't bring your problems to me again. I can't help you anyway. Without looking back, Chen Yu ran toward a nearby ATM. Watching his brother hurry away, Chen Hao closed his eyes and laughed bitterly. The family he destroyed his marriage to protect was nothing but a pack of vampires. Once he had no value, they discarded him without hesitation. Congratulations, Sujing. You're finally free. Attorney Lin, I couldn't have done it without you these past few months. Chen Hao brought this on himself. After Chen Yu took the 80,000 yuan, Chen Hao couldn't even afford legal fees, so he had to accept the settlement. Is the freeze process for the 500,000 yuan finished? The bank returned it all to your account. Chen Hao waived every claim to your home, left with nothing, and must repay another 280,000 yuan in installments. Repay me? He's penniless. He probably can't even support himself. That's his problem. If he misses payments, even finding a decent job will be difficult. That's the price he has to pay. Everyone pays for their choices. I thought working hard could fix that family. Now I understand that some people will never change. Honey, get me some water. Where's you? Where did he go? Where else? He used his brother's 80,000 yuan to pay his credit card and blew the rest in under a month. Yesterday, he demanded more money and stormed out when I refused. How did our family end up like this? I'm out of blood pressure medicine. Go get me some from the clinic downstairs. I'm terribly dizzy. Money, money, money. What money? Hao vanished and our cash cow Suqing is gone. My pension paid last month's rent and I don't even have 50 yuan left. The door slammed open. A disheveled Chen Yu entered carrying a bottle of cheap liquor, reeking of alcohol with emptiness in his eyes. You worthless bum. Your mother is sick and can't afford medicine, but you have money for alcohol. Medicine? When you drove my brother away over money, why didn't you think about who would buy your medicine later? Isn't it your fault I became this way? You taught me to take whatever I wanted. Now I have nothing. Are you happy? You animal. Now you're blaming us? Xiaoya got engaged to someone else. I saw her in a Mercedes today, and she didn't even look at me. My home, my fiancé, everything is gone. A huge warehouse was brightly lit. Sweating heavily, Chen Hao loaded one heavy box after another onto a cart. His hands were covered in calluses and cuts from lifting heavy objects. This shipment leaves before sunrise. You with the glasses, stop dragging your feet. Coming, I'm coming! During his break, Chen Hao leaned against some boxes and pulled out an old phone with a shattered screen. He opened WeChat and saw that Chen Yu had removed him from the family group. Su Xing's profile picture was still the familiar landscape, but he knew she had blocked him long ago. A text notification appeared. Chen Hao stared at it, his eyes turning red. He once had a respectable job and a wife willing to give everything for their home. Instead, he tried to save his family and chased pathetic validation online. Now he had lost everything and carried crushing debt, forced to sell his labor in this windowless warehouse. Ms. Su, Mr. Zhang at Dingxing Group verbally accepted our terms. If we sign this deal, you'll rank first company-wide and become the next branch general manager. A verbal agreement means nothing. Have legal review every detail this afternoon. I want the final version tomorrow morning. We keep all the leverage in our hands. The past belongs in the past. I walked to my car, opened the door, sat behind the wheel, and started the engine. The sports car merged into the busy traffic and headed down a broad, brightly lit avenue.